Welcome, everybody, to the Follow D Money podcast. Here we are. We at La Méridien Hotel. They allowed us this space so I could sit with my brother. It's been a long time coming, but I got to tell you guys, I talked about this young man in a previous episode, and I have known him, I think, for 3 or 4 years. 3 years.
3, yeah.
And I would say, I'm just going to say that to me, in those 3 years, there's been a lot of growth in him. And I've seen a lot of change in him. And from the moment that I met him, my platform was something that would be viable for him because he was an artist. And he could tell his story and he can share his art. But something happened, and as time progressed, I started to see the real reason why I needed him on this show. And it's because of his ability to uplift others. And now I am happy to have him here so that he could tell his story and tell his journey about how he even got to sit right here, right now, because it was a journey. And I want everybody to know that I got my little brother, big homie Ace, in the building. Welcome, brother.
Appreciate you, big bro. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah. First, I want you to introduce yourself, tell people who don't know who you are, where you come from, and a little about your history.
My name is Big Homie Ace. I'm from the far east side of Indianapolis, of course. I started out, like, if you would say on the scene, I was a rapper and doing skits and stuff like that. But in the past, maybe like year and a half, I've kind of like had an awakening. I think it's just growing up.
Yep.
30 now. I turned 30 like 2 days ago. So it's just like...
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
It's just a growing up thing. I really enjoy what I do now, helping the community and feeding everybody and working with the youth and stuff like that. I enjoy that a lot more. I have the same passion about that as I did when I first stumbled upon music.
Yep.
So I know it's something that I truly enjoy doing, you know? So...
Well, I want to first go into like how you started, because you had to first get to a place to where you were able to do what you're doing now.
Right.
And I think using art to find a personality, how did you first say that I wanted to go into music? How did that happen?
Oh, I'm sure you're familiar with Ray Bans.
Yep.
I was just wilding on the internet and stuff like that, and I can't remember exactly what the situation was, but he had inboxed me. He was like, "Man, you should be a rapper, bro. You got the image. You out here, you know what I'm saying, bullying people and stuff." He was like, "Why don't you come over here, try to do some music?" And I was a little standoffish about it. I ain't never did music before or whatever. But when I got there, I kind of just fell in love with being in the booth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole creativity and everything that goes into being a rapper, the music videos. He taught me how to engineer my own music so I'm not going to studio, dropping money on all these different people when I could just, as a man, learn how to do it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of just went back and forth with different things. I was shooting music videos. I was engineering for people. But all in all, I just enjoyed expressing myself with the words that I could come up with, you know, to a beat or a cappella. It didn't really matter.
Okay. And in that experience, what would you say was the defining moment of you saying, "Hey, I'm an artist. I'm here"? Because I remember what used to really catch me is your content.
Yeah.
So you be online, and you had music, and to me your music was good too. You had good music, but you were very bold, like on IG, on all the platforms. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what made you say, "Hey, this is Big Homie Ace"? How did you get that name, and what made you say, "I'm here"?
I kind of stopped and started again with the music. When I very first started, I was going by Lil Ace.
Okay.
But going into what we'll talk about later, how I became coming to helping the community and stuff like that, we'll explain that story too. But I kind of stopped, went through a rough patch in my life.
Yep.
And then once I got myself back together, that's when I reintroduced myself as Big Homie Ace. And As far as like the content and stuff like that, man, you know, like you do a podcast, so you know if you ain't catching somebody's attention in 3 seconds, you're getting scrolled past.
Right,
so
right.
It's like, you know, if when it came to my passion, there was no limit. You know, I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy or anything like selling your soul or something that me as a man would go against.
Yep.
But you know, I definitely like being right there in your face. You know what I'm saying? It keep you from people over here that's just like, you know, not scared to be themselves. I've never been scared to be myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether that's being funny or, like I said, if I got a troll or, you know, you talking
that.
out the side of your neck, I might bully you. You know what I'm saying? I don't let up. However it go, you know.
One thing that I'll never forget, and I had met you one time. I think we met at Hot Boys.
Yeah.
But after that, every single time I saw you, you'd be like, "Hey, big bro, when I'm coming on the podcast, you be in my grill."
I'm ready though.
You was like,
the story wasn't fully there yet. You know what I'm saying?
but and I told you that I gave you homework to listen to that podcast episode because I wanted you to hear what I said about you. Mm-hmm. And it was because at the time that I met you, your story wasn't fully developed.
Absolutely.
And I just knew that, you know, so you coming to me and asking, I was like, I always told you was going to be on. I never not said you weren't going to be. I always told you that.
Absolutely.
And it came full circle because I asked you to be on. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You were ready then. And I was like, I know he got something. Yeah. And I was like, it's not time yet. And I was like, but I'm going to have you on, bro. I got you. You coming.
I was out there just, you know, freestyling with life at that point, trying to figure out what lane I needed to be in, you know. And like I said, when I started doing this, and I just enjoy this a lot more. I like to see the smiles on people's faces. I like the positivity that comes with it, you know, rather than, you know, rap music and stuff like that. It could be a lot of negative stuff in it, and you know, depending on what area you're in, environments you in, people you around, and stuff like that. So
did you put music in the back?
Yeah, man. You already just said it, man. What I was rapping about was pretty bold. What I was doing was pretty bold. So, I mean, I got myself into like what I would call these political rooms that I necessarily wouldn't been able to get in just rapping or doing this and that. So I'm rubbing shoulders with different peoples now. And I love music. It's nothing to just go in there and rap. But at this point, until I do like create a new sound for myself, I don't necessarily want to rap about the same stuff that I was rapping about, because I don't feel like, for one, it's just like I can't help you and hurt you at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be. And when I was rapping about what I was doing. Right. So I ain't doing that no more. So I don't want to rap about it no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the wrong person. I don't want the wrong people to look at me and be like, "Oh, that's what he on," when it's really not what I'm on no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
what was the thing? What was it that made you say, "This is what I'm about now. I can't be about that"? Was there a moment for you?
Yeah, like I said, just growing up, just looking at everything that I've done so far in life, and it's just like, just analyzing and measuring how far them things actually took me, rather than, let me go try something new. I've never really just 100% was like, let me just be positive. Let me go help people. Let me, you know what I'm saying, go into these different avenues of life, to where when I tried it, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? To the point now of, I'm still me, but it's a new me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you ain't no pushover. That's why I be like, when people be like, he doing this and that now, he positive, it's a pushover. It ain't no pushover. I still get on that, but I would rather not. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe we can talk it out this time. You know what I'm saying? That's
a huge sign of growth, though, because I've seen you real active.
Yeah, that's why everybody's so shocked. But that's why a lot of the city has gotten behind me, because I done had them conversations a million times with people like, bro, you supposed to be dead or in jail or this way. I mean, I was worried
I feel like I'm like big bro to you, and every time I've seen you, nothing but love. But I mean, you was always ready. Yeah, you know, and like for me, I wasn't in a place to be like, hey, it's like, come on, bro. Like, we not on that.
But it's all in all, you know what I'm saying? I felt the love from you as well, but it's like, it's on you as a man. I'm pretty sure when you were younger, you were doing whatever you was doing. I can always tell you, hey, man, you don't need to do that.
You're going to do it.
But until you feel it in your heart, you going to keep doing it. We all got our own 24 hours, so I'm saying, like, until you put that into your plan, it's not going to happen.
Right.
You know, so...
Well, I want to get into what you are doing now and your foundation and how you decided to take that step, and where did you get the education to say, not only am I going to help the community, but I'm going to build a place to where I can have this funded. I can have help this way, because it's not like you're just doing it Big Homie Ace style. You're doing it Big Homie Ace Foundation style.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So who helped you come up with the mentality that you want to do this the right way?
Nobody really like pointed me in the directions of doing it. I think it all just kind of like fell together. Like going back to where Lil Ace became Big Homie Ace. I've said it on some of the biggest platforms. I was on the news and I admitted it, but I was doing drugs.
Yeah.
Like bad. Yeah. Like, and I really lost myself. So when I went from Lil Ace and I was in that transition period, I was doing heroin, I was homeless and all these different things. And when I overcame that, that's when I reintroduced myself as Big Homie Ace. And when I was addicted to substances and like homeless and stuff like that, I was out there where you pulled up on the bike and you seen me when I was out there helping everybody. I won't leave that spot, because when I was down bad, that was the spot where I was. And I watched many people just step right over people and kind of ignore it. I was having this conversation earlier, like people try to understand what we have going on, but sometimes I don't think that they fully grasp it. Like this man said earlier, he was like, yeah, man, I help people. I be feeding people. I keep cans in my car. He's like, you got to treat them like humans. I'm like, bro, they are humans.
Right.
It's human beings. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like God may have shed a light on my heart to be able to see through these things. You know what I'm saying? You come down there, you know, it's like a family reunion vibe. I don't care if it's 40 degrees or negative 40 degrees outside. I'm bringing the grill out. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing it every Sunday for a year and a half now. You know what I'm saying? Rain, sleet, snow, it don't matter. As far as like funding and stuff like that, shoot, big bro, when I first started, I ain't had no gig or nothing. I was like transitioning from hustling to, like I said, you can't hurt people and help people, so I can't be like, hey, man, don't do drugs. But in the shadows, I'm still hustling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's, like I said, it's just something within me I feel like God laid on me, because I could do it. I mean, you're not supposed to say nothing out loud when you do it anyways, but I feel as though if I really stand 10 toes of like, no, I'm not going to hurt you. I really, really want to help you. You'll feel it for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but when it came to funding, man, I work a 9 to 5. I just told you I was trying to get off of my boss was, you know what I'm saying? We got to do this job. We got to do this job. You know what I'm saying? I do plumbing, you know, making good little money an hour. But the community, I can post on Facebook. Like I said, the community has gotten behind me because of who I am. Yep. So I can post and be like, hey, I'm trying to get 200 pizzas this week, and here's the Cash App. And, you know, some people will hit the Cash App or help me donate and stuff like that. But as far as grants, you can thank the president for that, because he done shut all that down. Yeah. You know, that's all out of pocket. Yeah, and that's crazy. So where you are located, we heard the story about that and the reason why you're there. But what you provide there is also... It's almost like you said. It's like a barbecue. Yeah, when I pulled up, bro, I'm gonna be completely vulnerable. Like one time, I pulled up with my boy Sonny, and we rolled by, and I was just like, I started getting emotional because I left that like, man, I was like, you offer me food every time I come up, like you know, it's plenty. It's like you want to have food, but I'm like, I didn't want to take away from anybody. But not only it wasn't even that. It was just like it just felt
comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody was in there. They were all talking. There was laughs. It was things like that. And I don't think that there's enough light shed on those kind of opportunities and things going on in the city. So I want to say thank you for what you're doing, where you've come from, and your testimony is super valid. You know what I mean? So I just want to get this story out, man, because a lot of people need to know what you're doing, because it's not nothing light. And you know, and we talk about things happening in the city. We talk about the changes in government, and you need to be put out in a way to where people can help you more.
Yeah.
So this, I hope, helps you in some way.
I appreciate that.
This is just a little bit of what I can do. Mm-hmm. I'll do a lot more, but this way people can look at your face and say, I want to help that dude do what he's doing. So please describe a Sunday from when you get there to when you leave. And where it's at exactly.
Okay, we're on Washington and Alabama. We have been doing it in that location for like a year and a half now. It's at 12, to the point when we very first started, I would have to try and gather people to that location. To the point now, before I even pull up, it's 11:45. They on that little square, it's already like 200 people. I don't even have to be there yet. They just know, because like I said, it's that promise between human beings. Like, listen, I don't care. The world has to blow up for me not to be out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'll probably get there probably like 11:45. I don't even have, as to the point, like I said, everybody enjoys themselves so much, I don't really have to do anything. Like, they are unloading the tables. They are getting the food out of my car. They're setting everything up, to the point where it was just me at first. Then it was me and a couple of my homeboys. My homeboys thought this was like, I ain't about to do this for like 2 weeks. And then after that 2-week period, it's like, it's kind of it's like an obligation for them. For me, it's a privilege. Yeah. So it's like, I done switched friend groups like 9 times since, you know, I've started. To the point now, like I said, it's different. Like, you seen the people I was hanging with before. Like, listen, you go out there, my volunteers is older white ladies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different though.
Yeah.
But these are the people that truly want to help. Yeah. I break out the grill. We don't do no peanut butters and jelly sandwiches, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's good food, man.
Ribs, hot dogs, hamburgers, steak, you know what I'm saying? Any and everything. Got snacks out there. We got positive books out there, clothing, shoes. And like I said, I'm not just going to Goodwill and grabbing the hand-me-downs. Like I said, shout out to WNS Apparel. He has let me when he switched stores, he literally let me give away $10,000 worth of clothes. He said, here, we ain't gonna go out there. Just tell everybody to come to the store. I'm gonna swing the doors open. Whatever you can carry, you can have. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, like, I do it a lot with the community work, or with the community's help. But yeah, man, ain't no time limit or nothing like that. We stay out there till we run out of food, and sometimes we stay afterwards, play games. I done had checkers out there, chess. They out there shooting dice. Like I said, it's like a family reunion out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I try to keep everything peaceful. It's not really about the food. It's just that mindset that I can put you in to where you can forget for a couple hours what's really going on in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Are there any people that you look at and say, I like what they're doing, and I would like to see more of that as well? Because there's a lot of people in Indianapolis doing stuff, but they're not having the effect that you are, I don't think. Is there other people that you look at and you say, I can respect what they're doing?
Yeah, probably people like more under the radar than you would expect. Like, I'm not about to just, I see what people do on Instagram. Yeah. But that's not really the people that
that's what I'm saying,
or anything like that.
Because what you're doing is just
like,
there.
It's like any other trend, man. It's like any other trend. When I started posting and trying to because I couldn't get any grants. So I was trying to, with my music and all the what is it called, skits, I was already monetized. Yep. So I was like, well, maybe I can kill 2 birds, 1 stone. I can post what we are doing so I can gain some awareness and like I said, more people comment, more people like, hey, can I come out? Can I help? So that's where I got the community help from. But yeah, Facebook pays us, YouTube pays us, Instagram pays us. Like, I ain't ashamed to say it. Like, that's where most of like the food and all of that stuff comes from. That's how I can pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just turned 30. Like, I ain't got no I ain't had nothing set up before this.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting my life together, so I'm just using little assets and whatever I can do to keep it going. Like, the only thing that's gonna hurt my heart in this whole entire world at this point is if I have to miss a Sunday because I couldn't put no food on the table, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You seen the 300 that I just pulled up in? Bro, I done stacked 5 tables on top of that, and strapped the grill with the harnesses that I got from work just to make sure I got down there because everybody else canceled.
Damn.
You know, I'm not. It's too many people that I feel like rely on me. That's why I won't move locations. I won't change the time because it's like not everybody got a phone, not everybody got Facebook or Instagram. So if I make a post saying, "Hey, we're gonna do it over here this week," how do I know there's like 100 people over there that just didn't get that memo and now they just hungry?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man, again, the more I hear about it, the more I'm just very thankful that I was even connected with you. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going. And what I want to know is how do you see it progressing if possible? Because you just said you don't want to change the location. And you have a little bit of funding, but how can it be better? How can what you're doing grow?
I mean, I'm a hustler. I got a little bit more than a little funding. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's just not how I was doing it before. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm rubbing shoulders with some very powerful people with deep pockets that love what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point, no, I don't really feel like a Sunday won't be funded. But yeah, I would like to get a building. When I very first started, I went over to what is that called? The Wheeler Mission.
Yep.
And I just asked, can I feed everybody inside? And it was this big chaotic thing where they wasn't trying to let us inside. So you know me, it's just installed in me. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. So I couldn't feed you inside. That's fine. I'm gonna set up all these tables right here on the sidewalk where it's not their property, and then you can come outside and eat.
Yep.
So, but I've been, like I said, when I was homeless and I was going through my situation, I've been inside the Wheeler Mission. I've been inside of some of these shelters that are out here, and like I said, I'm not part of no church. I'm not part of no corporation. You can't cancel me.
Yeah.
So I really don't have no problem letting you know, like, you know, a little pine saw on the wall go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people in here living like it's a dungeon, and you know what I'm saying? I would like to build my own shelter. Like, I would like to maybe buy some land, put some tiny homes on there, transition homes and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a lot of people that were on this side of the table that I was feeding now can't wait till I get there because they want to be on this side of the table so they can feed others. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind employing some people that are in trouble or bad situations and, hey, come over here and we'll help you get your ID. I don't got a whole bunch of people's driver's license, IDs. I don't care if you got to use my car got insurance on it, you got to do your driving test. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm here to help people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you go outside, man, you just turned your car on and it's on E, man. Here, Stretch. I don't even want nothing back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your camera cracked. Let's go get you another one. You know what I'm saying? Your mic blew. Let's go get you another one. Yeah. I like to see people win, you know?
Yeah. And you've always had that energy, man. Mental health, though. And you've been to the bottom, and you are moving all the way up to the top. But even when you're putting things together and it's going well, you got to deal with shit in your head and in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How do you deal with those demons or the things that you can't control? How do you help yourself mentally?
I'd be sitting here lying if I told you that I even knew that. Sometimes my brain, you know, when your TV, the old TV, when you ain't got no connection to the TV and it's just white and black, just fuzz and yeah, that's what it be like sometimes. Yeah, you know. But like I said, I know I got a purpose, and I know if I keep going in that direction, it'll all be disclosed to me. It'll all everything I need to know will come to my head. As far as like, I'm not in a bad light anymore. Yeah. So anything that's going on negative in my life, I know, like I said, I can overcome it. I've overcame a lot of worse things rather than, you know, I might get upset or frustrated and stuff like that. That's nothing. That'll go away in an hour or so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
How you have fun? What do you do for fun? Yeah.
Man, you see me out there, man. That's what I like to do, man. I go to work and come home and can't wait for Sunday. Other than that, I don't be doing no clubbing and stuff. I did all that.
Yeah.
You know, did a club. I was just doing the bars, doing the shows. There's too much stuff going on in this world right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To try and be in everybody's face or downtown. I'm trying to travel. Just came back from Vegas.
Yeah, you just went to Vegas.
Yeah, I went to Vegas. Right. I had to take a break, man. But like I said, I got good friends.
Yep.
So my trip ended up falling on a Sunday. Like throughout the week, I stayed 6 days down there. But it still continued. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was fed. I think we fed like 350 people that day. So, you know.
If someone wanted to help you, if someone could be a part of your Sundays, how could they be involved?
Shoot, it's your city like it's my city. Go to Washington, Alabama. Come go to GFS, grab one of them aluminum pans, go to your mama kitchen, make some spaghetti, and come on down. Everybody asks me that. I'll be like, come to Washington Street. That's where I'm at. I ain't go. There ain't no gate around it. Like I ain't go. Hey, you can't come. You're more than welcome to slide.
You think you're gonna get back into music?
I went to my homie house. I made this, it's more a positive song. I was singing, but I don't.
Singing?
Yeah, it was a little singing song. I'll play it for you later. I'll play it for you later. Right. But it was just more about just the struggles with life. But like I said, I went in there and he threw on a beat like how I would used to rap on and stuff like that. And I just didn't feel it. Yeah. I just slouched over and just like, I don't just go over. He had to force me to do the singing song. And it was just because I was already there. Yeah. But, nah, man, I don't really want to do it. Yep. I love music. I manage an artist right now, and I just, kind of giving him all the plugs that I had back in the day, but I ain't feeling it no more. Yeah.
It's a funny thing. I told somebody, or I might have even posted one day, like, people be wanting to have fun, and fun is a different thing when you have a purpose. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, to me, the fun that I used to have when I was younger is a waste of time. Yeah. Like if you're not really building anything or growing in some kind of way, you're really wasting. I'm wasting my own time. Mm-hmm. So I can't have fun. And again, you said your friend groups change because those people just keep having fun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I have things that I have to do every day. I have to show up for. And if I have too much fun, guess what? I won't show up. Yeah. I was indulging in that same kind of stuff and like with the same people. And then like when I pulled myself back and I continued to watch as other people were doing it, and then like how my life was like going progressively and like theirs was like kind of staying stagnant. Yeah. It kind of became more motivating to just stay to myself. Maybe I just go search for other people like yourself that are trying to progress in life and not trying to just stay in that one space. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a huge world out here for me to just stay on the far east side of Indianapolis my entire life. Like when I hit my deathbed, I'm gonna be like, damn, I just didn't see or do absolutely nothing. Right. Right. And who did you impact? Like you didn't help nobody your whole life? Exactly. Crazy. You're gonna get to the pearly gates, you're gonna be like, well, what did you do? Like a movie when they be scrolling all your accolades and stuff like that. Be short as hell. Yeah. How many bills you missed, how many people you helped, how many times you lost your keys. Like, it's crazy. One thing that I kind of saw, there was a moment like you were like working out and you were changing your health. Like you worked out all the time. And I was like, I saw the change happening then because you were very consistent. You were very disciplined. And when people walk into a room, you can tell who's disciplined by the way they look, by the way they walk in, by the way they approach people. And I saw that in you. It was probably a year and a half ago. And I was just proud of you, bro. Like, I was just super, super glad that you found that. Mm-hmm. But I do want to ask, is there a moment since you started doing your Sundays that you remember that you might want to share that you were like, I know I'm making a difference? Like, did somebody tell you the impact that you've had on them?
every Sunday. Like at this point, I feel like I have 475 children.
Yeah.
Everyone comes to me. They know because they like I don't do no judging. You can come to me. You can cry. You can, you know what I'm saying? Like if you had a bad day, tell me about it. Like I honestly couldn't pick any or put any over another because, like I said, every Sunday is just so impactful. And I sit back and I analyze like the position God has put me in and then all of his children around me. I see my other volunteers, they may interact and stuff like that with people. But when I stand back and I really look at what I've created, I know maybe everyone else isn't getting the full picture of why we're here. Not in a bad way.
Right.
But just in like, I see you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I see you. I see you. You know what I'm saying? You might got a smile on your face right now, but like he done blessed me with this, like, I can just see how you got pain or your struggle or you know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't gotta hide that from me. So like at this point, everybody know that, man. You can, like I said, if you having a bad day, if you're late on your rent, like whatever, you can talk to me and we most likely will figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I done paid rent. I done funded prom days. I done did birthday presents for children, the cakes and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that mother still feels like a mother or that father still feel like a father in front of his children or his wife and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, no, it's just all one ball of emotion for me.
Right.
So, you know.
That's good, man. What's next for you? Like you want to have a family?
Man, I want to be the president of the United States, man.
Well, I hope you get there.
Yeah, man. Do I want a family? Yeah, of course, man. Who don't want to have a family? I just want to make sure I do it the correct way. I done made it to 30 with no children. I ain't never been married. So when it happens, it happens. It'll happen. You know, God waited till I was 28, 29, and 30 for me to be doing peaceful, positive stuff like that. So I mean, if he make me wait till I'm 50, till I got gray hairs in my beard, it is what it is. It's not my plan. It's his, you know?
Yeah. Do you feel fulfilled?
A lot more than I used to. Yeah, a lot more than I used to. You know what I'm saying? I used to wake up and just chase the wrong things, getting high or women and stuff like that. And nowadays, like I said, I like knowing my bills is paid. I like knowing that, you know, the people that I'm around are taken care of and, you know, it's the little things in life, you know. I don't gotta be seen. I don't, you know, I like staying to myself. I just told my brother the other day, I'm like, man, I must be getting old, dude. I done got off work and just set a fire to the fire pit and put a steak on the grill and just sat and watched it. I was like, I must be old now. But I mean, I enjoy it myself. I don't gotta be all in the studio.
It's all about relaxing now.
Yeah. I raked my leaves. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this for some reason, you know.
Well, that's what's up. If you could tell the people who you serve something right now, like if you could send them a message about you and how you feel about what you're doing, what would you say?
Just don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. You are important. Your life is priceless. Like, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. Nothing at all, except for God himself. But I promise you, it may feel like that, but if you look deeper, he's probably giving you the tools to get past that. You know what I'm saying? So just stay positive. You know, I used to be down real bad. Yeah. Now we up real high. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And instead of being selfish with it, I'm spreading it around. Hopefully you catch a little bit of inspiration, you know, motivation. You know? Yeah. So,
how would you define success?
In what sense?
Any way you want to define it. Like if somebody said, Ace, what is success to you? What is it?
Finding happiness, finding peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we get so lost in like materialistic things nowadays that we forget like to take care of our mental health, to take care of our body, to, you know what I'm saying, look after our elders, make sure that the people underneath us or the younger people underneath us are being led the correct way. So I feel like that's success. When you a stand-up man, when you standing on all 10 toes or a woman, you know, when you're taking care of your business and not necessarily your bills or anything like that. Just when, like you said, when you walk into a room and you could just smell the structure, the foundation that this person has built. You ain't, when you talk too much, you the loudest one in the room. You ain't really got too much going on. But somebody that quiet, there's a lot of successful men in this room right now, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't said nothing but 2 words, you know what I'm saying? But I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're successful when you can start feeling them feelings, when you're not so blinded by the light, you know what I'm saying? So
That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate you coming.
no problem at all, man.
And I have a few things. We're gonna do this thing called This or That.
Okay.
So you just pick one or the other.
Okay.
All right? I'm excited because Ace is about to do it. So the first one we got is, so so I pay $10 every time you pick one. And then if you don't pick one, we don't pay.
Okay.
But it goes to a charity.
Okay.
All right, cool. But you're going to
just
pick.
happen to have a charity on hand.
So the first one is success with no time or time with no success.
Success with no time or time with no success? Success with no time, for sure.
Love.
That's now. Yeah, okay.
That's
I had to like analyze the question. I'm like, that's now. I have no time.
Love you can't fully have or success you can't fully enjoy.
Success you can't fully enjoy. Love is a God-made thing. You know, it would be so horrible not to be able to enjoy love. You know?
Yeah. Changing your past or seeing your future.
Ooh. Changing my past.
Changing your past.
Changing my past for sure.
Yeah. Would you rather be known for one incredible act of kindness or a lifetime of small, everyday good deeds?
A lifetime of everyday small deeds.
Okay. Would you rather lead a large community event or have a one-on-one impactful conversation with people in need?
One-on-one, for sure.
Would you rather learn more about yourself through your successes or through the challenges you faced in helping others?
I can't say both.
You can.
I'll do both then.
Okay. Would you rather make a difference in the place you grew up or take your work to other communities that need it just as much?
This is a both. This is a both too, because I feel like there's people all like us all around the world.
Yep.
You know.
Would you rather follow your deepest passion, even if it only helps a few, or take on a big responsibility that helps many but isn't your first love?
I would rather take on the big responsibility that necessarily I don't love but helps a lot more people.
Okay. Would you rather go to a Pacers basketball game or a comedy show at Helium?
Comedy show at Helium at this point. At this point, I don't care. Rip the sponsorship away.
Would you rather see immediate change in your community or one big wave, gradually lasting change over time?
Just a wave over time.
Yeah.
I wanted to say both, but I ain't gonna cheat you.
Would you rather be able to be the greatest artist that can draw or be the greatest artist with your vocals?
Oh, with my vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right on. And that's it, man.
It's still in there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank my little big homie Ace for coming to the Follow the Money podcast. It was a long time coming. I hope that you guys felt his passion, and I hope that you guys reach out, come out on Sundays, downtown Indianapolis, right behind the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm super thankful. I'm super gracious for your time, and watching you grow, bro. It's like proud big brother moment for me. So continue what you're doing. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to me, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm always going to show up for you.
Appreciate you, brother.
FollowDmoney.com. Check me out. La Méridien Hotel, thank you for all you do. The Era, thanks for making things happen for the podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Boom!
Deep money.